What's going on, you guys? It's your boy, the veteran in your league. The league called the 12 Syndicates, or 12 Syndicates. Alright guys, hey, I just want to give you a brief overview of what's going on in our league. First off, the name. Past 3 years, this league has been a rookie league. This is the first year it's going official, not geared towards rookies. And the name has changed from New Champ on the Block to 12 Syndicates. Syndicates are a group of people or organization that gather together to promote a common interest. A lot of times it's referred to in a financial transaction. People who come together and invest to raise money for a particular interest. In our league, we're coming together for the interest of fantasy football and fellowship and hanging out, having a good time. So the 12 Syndicates, or 12 of you guys, we're gathering together with a common interest, and that's to play some good fantasy football. When you think of this league, I want you to think of red. What does that mean? Reputable, elite, distinguished. Alright, I know this probably seems lengthy, but it's important if you're in this league to know the way that it's run and its core values. Reputable, meaning we want to get this league talked about. We want to run a league that, we don't have any shady trades. We don't have any, people just leaving players injured on their lineup and things like that. We want to have a reputable league that's talked about, that everyone in this league can say, man, it gets run the right way. Elite, we have a bunch of players that I respect each and every one of you and your skill and your ability to play fantasy football. I think you're all great competitors. I think this year is going to be an extremely competitive year. So we'll see the way it works out, but you guys are elite players in my eyes, elite owners. And then lastly, distinguished. There's a lot of different things that we do in this league, and we acknowledge that, including this video itself. We're taking time to get together and talk about the important and key things. We're distinguished in the way that we run our draft. I mean, we're not the only league in the world, obviously, that does an offline draft and gets together, does it old-fashioned with the sticky board. There's plenty of leagues like that, but nowadays you see a lot of online drafts. People don't really hang out, people don't really talk, and we want to do things in a different way. We're distinguished in that way. So red, reputable, elite, distinguished, kind of our slogan, just what we stand by. Alright, so now that we've gotten past the fluff of the league, yeah, it's fluff, let's get a little bit more into the key things that I want you guys to know. And this is the reason why I made this video. Starting off with the league fee. The league fee this year is going to be $30. Alright, there's 12 people, that means it's a $360 payout. Yes, that's for first place only. We don't do a second place prize. First place takes all. However, this year, you must know, we're starting a trophy. This is the first year we're starting the trophy, and this trophy will consist of, it'll be a nice long Vince Lombardi looking type of trophy, no pun intended, and at the bottom it's going to have a base with a plaque, 12 Syndicates. Underneath that it'll have, after we get this year's winner, the name of the owner's team. So whoever wins it at the end of the season will have their name on there. The following year, whoever wins it, that name gets shifted to the side, and it gets collected in the history of the league, in the side of the base with other plaques. So and then it'll be right on the front, so on and so forth. It'll continue going on. You get the point. My point in telling you this is that the first year, the trophy is going to cost money, right? So it's going to cost anywhere from $100 to $200. I'm getting the research right now. I'm actually working with a shop to create this trophy, and so it's let's just go hypothetically speaking with the higher number, 200. If it costs $200 to make, that's going to be taken out of that 360 payout, and it's going to be the first prize will be $160 payout. So the co-commissioner and I talked about this, different ways to try to balance this out, but this is the way it's going to be. So $160 will be the first place payout this year, plus the trophy. And then the following year, it'll be $360 minus whatever it costs to put the new plaque on the trophy. So if it's $15, $20 just for the new plaque, the new nameplate, then it'll be $340 that payout. So this year's prize will only be $160. If hypothetically speaking, we went at $200, but you get the benefit of having the trophy for the very first year of that trophy for what it's worth. It makes a little history. So just a good time. So gotta suck it up, and that's the way it's gonna run with that. All right, now so I'll collect those league fees August 13th. All right. Now the next week will be the draft. That's a week before the draft. And brings me to the draft, which is the draft will be an offline draft as usual for those of you who've been in the league before, and it will be at Whirly Ball. Now, for this draft, there is a participation fee. All right, so this is separate from your league fee. This is just to cover you for the night on the draft for what's going to be provided. So what will be provided? We're going to have at Whirly Ball here in Chicago a room for 4 hours and a private room, and that private conference room is going to include a draft board just like the one that's behind me, with similar to that one, with the players' names on stickies. So as you draft your players, the player's name will go on the board and continue going on. All the rankings, those players' names will be on those stickers. And so that's included in the participation fee, the board and the stickies. What else is included? Your food and drinks. Food will be pizza, burgers, sliders, tacos. Drinks will be beer, wine, soft drinks like soda, water. So that'll be covered. All right. What else will be covered in your participation fee? You'll also get some like merchandise, like some t-shirts, like little huggies for beer cans or for cans. What else? Also in your participation fee, not only do we have the room for 4 hours, the board with the players' names, the food and drinks and merchandise, but also you get to bowl for the night. You get to, right across from the private room we have a bowling alley, so you'll get to participate in that. So we have this for a total of 5 hours, 4 hours in the room and then bowling for an hour, or whatever, however you want to adjust it. So it'll be from 7 p.m. on August 21st, Sunday, August 21st at Whirly Ball, 7 p.m. until 12 p.m. midnight. Of course, you don't have to stay there the whole time. This is just something that we're doing, having a good time. Afterwards, you could just hang out, chill, eat, drink. So that's what's included in your participation fee, and the participation fee is $37. All right, per person. So if you ask me, that's a great value. $37 per person, and you get food, drinks, all those things. You get taken care of and a good time. Now, if for whatever reason I get a lot of feedback from you guys and you say that you don't want to do it because of the participation fee or whatnot, we can go with a more economical route and try to find some place, just maybe like a park or something. We'll do the draft offline and gather together something free. But I mean, I don't think $37 is not a lot, guys. Come on, let's suck it up. Let's have a good time, and let's scoop out those $37. It's a great value, and we'll go from there. But I am willing to hear you guys out, so give me some feedback, and if you want to do that or not. Important to know that since the draft is offline, we're doing it completely offline with the stickies. If you're not there, your team will be selected for you. Your team will be put together for you. So it's important that you make it to the draft. Everyone's going to be here. People are going to be flying in from California, and people will be at that draft here in Chicago. So just make sure you make it. You don't want to be the guy stuck with the team that was selected for you. All right. Last couple things is just scoring settings. As you guys know, for the people that have been in the league before, scoring settings is a PPR league. Quarterbacks get points per completion, negative points for incompletions, all that good stuff. I'm not going to get into specifics because you can see that on your own, right on the Yahoo settings, scoring settings. But check it out. But those who are newcomers, just be aware of this and get familiar with the settings. It is. We put a lot of thought into it, the co-commissioner and I. We review it a lot and make sure that we make it well balanced, all right? Lastly, the contact information, that's me. I'm your commissioner. Your co-commissioner is Edwin. In this league, he goes by Mad Nerd. Hopefully he'll keep that same name this year, but our information is on the league. Our email, just look for the managers, and it should show you on there our email and cell phone numbers, contact information. So guys, I hope you have a good time. Let's have a great year. Fantasy football, 12 syndicates, red, reputable, elite, distinguished. Let's do this.